Welcome to SADC Educational Programs, right from the Republic of South Africa. We're very humble and very happy to introduce 360 Aviations in our aviation programs. And right today, so we're very happy to introduce Madam Tamarin. It's nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
We would like to ask you more information regarding 360 Aviations, the training that you had previously, the experience that you had, and the milestones or the what we call it, the expectation that you had in terms of training as 360. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. So, where do we start?
The history.
The history.
Yeah.
Well, 360 was started in 2012 with a dream, as always. Always starts with a dream.
Yeah.
I was a pilot for many years. I started flying at 15 years old, which is quite a young age. I was fortunate enough to be able to do so.
Yeah.
And so in 2012, I wanted a little bit more than just the flying, I enjoy the business side of things as well, and decided to start my own business. And we've just grown from strength to strength from there. We started with helicopter pilot training, and from there we increased the divisions into aircraft maintenance, into aircraft sales, wildlife capture and relocation, aircraft maintenance engineer training, and so on and so forth. And that's where we are today.
And I would like you to elaborate or explain to us a little bit more when it comes to the scholarship, the bursary applications that we do process with 360 students actually. How do you get to know us, and how many students do you have in terms of bursary at this stage in helicopter training? And we really do understand that helicopter pilots, or pilots, to be a pilot is a very expensive career, and we would like to, if you can explain to us how do the funding process of the bursaries and scholarships operates for your student to get a bursaries and things like that, so that at the end of the time they can go back to their countries with the qualifications in their hands, with the knowledge received from your institutions. And as far as I know, your dealings with helicopter pilots, aircraft maintenances, and other related aviation courses, which is actually fall under helicopters and aircraft maintenances. So how do these bursaries and scholarships for local students and international students operate with 360?
So I was fortunate enough to be introduced to IGG recently. As you mentioned, that for somebody to become a helicopter pilot is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
And for that reason, many people out there can't afford it, unfortunately. And what's happened is it's created quite a gap in the industry, worldwide actually, with regards to helicopter pilots. And with this bursary program that we've been introduced to now, we should hopefully be able to close that gap, as well as help many people reach dreams that they wouldn't have been able to reach without this bursary.
What interesting is, I met somebody who wanted to be a pilot, and guess what? Now he's dealing with logistics. So it was not his dreams to deal with logistics. It was his dreams was to be a pilot, and at the end of the time, he found himself falling into logistics and supplies and procurement. So I'm very sure and I'm very certain, if I can say, that the scholarship programs are there to favor people who can do it. If you want to be a pilot and you have a criteria to be a pilot, then why not? So that's why we as an International Golden Gulf introduce bursaries to 360 Aviations, so that we can be able to take the wheel of education forward. and beyond horizons if it's possible. So to provide quality educations to each and every students in Africa, and as one of the contributions of the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. I would like also to ask you regarding the internship programs that 360 Aviations have signed with International Golden Gulf in terms of instructors, instrumental instructors and different. We hosted different students in terms of human capacity and metrology. These are the students that are here at the center, 360. And would like you to elaborate more in terms of the procedure, practical procedure. What is needed to be done for you to be able to join the internship programs or the volunteer programs? Because as far as I know, the paybacks of 70% bursaries is paid back through the paying back to community, which is activities that each and every students applied at 360 Aviations has to sign in order for him or her to give back or to pay back the bursary through the knowledge that they receive from 360 Aviations. If you can give us in short brief how it's operates in terms of internship or volunteer programs, how do you come in the internship programs in International Golden Gulf Republic of South Africa?
Well, students would have to apply through International Golden Gulf. They'd have to meet the criteria. So once they've submitted all their documents, International Golden Gulf will go through everything and give them a grading, see if they do meet the criteria. As you mentioned, not everybody can become a helicopter pilot, and we have to be realistic about that as well. So once they do meet the criteria through International Golden Gulf and they do manage to get their bursary approved, they then come through to 360 Aviation, in which we register them into the school and immediately start with their training. At 360, we take them right from what we call zero to hero. So they come to us with no aviation knowledge whatsoever, and over 2.5 years, which is what the local program is for local students, and over 4.5 years for international students, we slowly educate them as to what it takes to become a helicopter pilot on a commercial level as well as on an instructor level. And in those 2.5 years or 4.5 years that they'll be with us at 360, they'll also give something very, very, very valuable back to the community as well. And that's something you can never ever get back. And that's their time. Okay. So they give back in terms of knowledge and time to the other students that are going to be enrolled in the program. And it's a lovely program like that. It's not only a give situation, it's a bit of a give and take situation for
give and
all.
take, create, we're trying to create a win-to-win situations whereby each and everyone will get a benefit out of the program, and everyone will be happy, students will be motivated, other students who are the grade 2, Form 1, Form 2, system of Africa is different. In South Africa, they have up to grade 12. In other countries, they have Form 1 up to Form 4. So it's a programs that will show to the students, to the youngsters at the schools, students who would like to, broaden their career, students who believe in a dream, believe in education, believe that through knowledge they can be able to do impossible. And trust me not, through education you can do impossible. You will never succeed. Sorry to say that, but that's how reality. That's how it is. If you want to achieve more, you need to know more. You can have money, but if you don't know the knowledge to use that money, that money is in your bank account. We don't need it. So it's a programs that give the new energy to new individuals, I can say, or youngsters at this stage who looking forward, to join aviation program, and also it will inspire them and motivate them to stick with their relationship until they execute their destiny, or until they reach where they should start to pursue their dream. Because we know all these grade 1 up to grade 12 is just a foundations of the beautiful future ahead. So it's not only when you graduate up to Form 4 and then that's it. There is endless possibility that you can try to explore, when you walk with us. These programs will make young students or young learners to study hard, so they can be able to meet criteria of aviations, because aviations is not C, D, E, F. We're talking about A.
Correct.
Very beautiful GPA. And
it's a very, very strict industry.
Strict, very.
The standards are very high.
Yeah.
And that's also why I say not everybody can be a pilot or an aircraft engineer for that matter. There's a lot of discipline involved, and there's a very special type of person actually that it takes to become a pilot or an engineer.
Not only special, actually, you can use that word special, but what I can tell you is specials in terms of career performance. There's no way out you can get a bursary or scholarships if you have from C, an average pass mark of C. It's always from A, B. B, if they consider your applications, they can be able to put you through. But
so I suggest the key word there is hard work and determination.
Yeah, determinations. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for having us today and hosting us right from 360 Aviations, and we're looking forward to. And I would like to ask you one question.
Is it a difficult question?
No, it's not. How many countries are you looking forward to receive students from, especially from Africa, so far?
So from Africa at this stage, we're looking at Sudan and Malawi, Zambia, Tanzania, and there's a couple of others still in the pipeline. But at this stage, those are looking very, very promising for us, and we're looking forward to welcoming them here to the flight school hopefully soon. Okay, and then did your institutions and IGG group, did you guys get involved with the diplomatic protocols, maybe through the embassy? Correct. IGG was quite hell-bent and determined for us to follow every single protocol as need be. And we have done that at this stage. So we've been to see all the embassies, we've met with the ambassadors, and had all the diplomatic dialogues that we've needed to have in order to ensure that this is a smooth process and that these students are safely delivered from their countries to 360 for their education to take place. And how many bursaries do you give per annual when it comes to the commitments, financial commitments with International Golden Gulf? So as 360 Aviation, we give 10% bursaries as well, meaning that for every 20 students that get sent to us by IGG, which are sponsored by IGG, we as 360 Aviation will sponsor 2. Okay, perfect. Okay, Madam Tamarin, very happy to have you today, hosting us from 360, and looking forward to have, beautiful engagement in the future. Thank you very much. From now on, actually. Thank you. Thank you so much. Looking forward.